Welcome everybody to Mindful Flow, and please take your comfortable seated position. Good. And it's just become aware of your body as a whole. It's just sitting. Feel your spine tall and supportive. Be aware of the natural curves of your spine. And now soften the front of your body. So in softening the front of the body, we'll coordinate breath and movement. So take your hands and bring them so that the palms face the ceiling at the level of the lower belly. And inhale as you take the palms all the way up to the top of the lungs. Flip them down. And then as you exhale, lower the palms down to the lower belly. So flip and inhale. And now flip down and exhale. And we'll do this once more. And now let's take the hands in the front of the chest, creating your intention for practice today, your sankalpa. And now take the hands in front of you and interlace your fingers. Take the palms to the sky and arc to the left of your body. Returning to center and arc to the right. And as you return to center, open the arms out to the side. And we're going to slowly twist to your right. Right hand behind you, left hand on your knee. This is just sort of like an opening, loosening up twist. Nothing too deep for now. And then back to center, sweep the arms above the head. Open them to the side. And again, we'll twist to the opposite side. Left hand down, right hand on knee. And come back, inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, fingertips down, and squeeze the shoulder blades. Do like a seated cobra pose and open the chest and throat to the sky. Open your eyes to the sky with the bridge of your nose parallel to the ceiling. And now keeping with the shoulder blades together and the arched back, inhale. Exhale, take your chin really slowly towards your chest. And come back up again, inhaling. And exhale, return all the way back to center. And now take the arms in front of you with the palms facing up. Bend the elbows with the palms facing you. Cross your right elbow over your left. Intertwine the arms in the eagle pose. And it's okay to have the back of the hands touch each other or grasp a hold of your thumb. So always create variations for yourself that work and create no pain. Good. And now from here, lift the elbows up a little bit and then just twist to the left a little with your elbows and then to the right. And return to center. Bring the elbows back at chest level and slowly unintertwine the hands, the wrists, the arms. Bring them in front of you. Good. And then bend the elbows again, palms facing you. And this time cross your left elbow over your right, intertwining the arms to your comfort level. And lift the elbows a little bit off your chest. Push them to the center of the room. And then twist a little to your left. Back to center and twist a little to your right. And now coming back to center, unintertwine the arms, take them up above your head, and now open the hands so that the palms are facing to the ceiling. With the palms facing to the ceiling, bend the elbows, bring the hands together, and let them hover over the crown of your head, pressing the elbows back and opening the chest. And now release the arms all the way back down alongside the body and stretch both legs in front of you. As you stretch both legs in front of you, sitting in Dhasana, so hands on each side, so you're sitting in the center of your sitting bones. Spine is tall. And now bend your right knee and cross that leg directly over the left with the outside of your foot close to your hip, so the heel is close to the hip. And now take your hands on your calf muscles and roll them towards you and up to kind of release that down. Once you've gone to your comfort level, take the hands on each side of the hips and lengthen the spine a little taller. Good. One breath in. As you exhale, take that right leg in front of you and bend the left. Now cross it over your right. And again, just roll that calf muscle so that you have a little bit more room. And the outside and almost the top of your foot touches the floor with the heel a little close to your hip. And again, hands on each side, lengthening the spine tall. Inhale, and as you exhale, stretch the leg in front of you and sit back on your heels, big toes touching and heels out. Feel free to use a block underneath the hips. Good. Open the knees apart a little bit. Okay. Taking the arms above the head. So here we're using core muscles, we're using back muscles together. Inhaling the arms up. Press the hips down to the heels and lengthen the arms all the way in front of you to the floor and extend the child. Take a breath in, exhale, release the torso down. Now pressing down with your shins and the top of your feet. Keep the hips down as you stretch the arms in front of you and lift up back with your torso upright. Okay. See if you can keep your back as lengthened as possible when you come up and not round. It's a little difficult. Good. Inhale. Good. And then as you exhale, hinge from the hips. Reach back with your hips and forward with your hands. Exhale and release all the way down. Now lift your head to look between your hands. Push up on all fours, bringing the knees directly underneath the hips. And press the spine to the ceiling as the chin touches the chest. And then inhale, take the tailbone up, concave, low, mid, upper back, and gaze in front of you. And with your exhale, round your low, mid, upper back. Let your head dangle down. Keep your head dangling down and then come back into cow. Good. From cow pose, press your lower back towards the ceiling a bit to create sort of like a tabletop with your back. Good. Now stretch your right leg behind you, curling the toes under. Take your left arm back, all the way back behind you, and reach back. And swing it all the way in front of you with the thumb facing up. Look down at your right thumb. If there's wrist issue, stay right there. If not, lift that right leg behind you, press the heel behind you. So we want the heel and the hip at the same height level. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hand down, bring your foot down, and change sides. Taking your right hand back behind you and all the way in front of you with the thumb facing up. Lift the left leg back. Heel back, toes down. Breath is rhythmic, steady. Inhale. Exhale, hand down, knee down. Good. Walk your knees behind you. So they're no longer in line with your hips. Curl the toes under. And now press the hips back halfway down, not quite. Spread your fingers and press down with the base of your fingernails. Good. And having your index fingers pretty much straight in front of you. So we want to stretch the webbing between index and finger and thumb. And now from here, using your core muscles, press up, downward dog, but widen the space between your feet as wide as your mat, and press the hips back. It's totally fine at this point to also bend the knees to lengthen the spine further. Squeeze your triceps in toward each other. And now walk your feet in your normal downward dog stance, about hip width distance apart. Look between your hands, and as you exhale, place your right foot between the hands, so fingers and toes are in line. Watch that the back knee is not buckling down. Press the heel back. Chest is gently lifted. And now change sides. Right leg back, left foot forward. As you exhale, take your right foot and bring it forward. Knees bent, chest over your thighs, and relax your hands to the floor. Now take the hands in the front of your shins, so they can be at the level of the ankles or all the way up toward your knees or somewhere along that continuum. And press, once you're there, press your thumbs right into the crease of the hips and press your hips pretty firmly back behind you. You will feel a lengthening in your lower back as you do this. Once that's done, keep the chest, the heart open in front of you, and bring your hands back on your legs. Now take the hands in prayer position over your chest. Press down with your feet, and again, lengthen the spine tall as you come up. Okay, now feel your body upright. Good. And feel now your rootedness and groundedness in your feet. So arms are alongside the body, coming to the front of your mat. So the feet can be hip width distance apart, or they can be together. Okay. If the feet are together, the base of your big toes are touching, the heels are separated just a little. Okay. And the other version is have the feet hip width, so hip joints from here apart from each other. Okay. Just depending where your balance is at this morning. So in the forward folds, as you notice, I keep the knees slightly bent. This seems to help people with knee issues. It helps people with, especially with lower back issues, so that we can lengthen the back. Okay. So as you stand upright in Samasthiti, just be aware of the Ujjayi breathing. So your Ujjayi breathing is a whispering, windy sound in the back of your throat. You can hear it on the inhale and you can hear it on the exhale. The advantage of Ujjayi breathing is that it keeps your whole being really occupied in this moment. So it's mindfulness in motion. You're really noticing what's going on with your body as you move. Because you can still move and have your mind somewhere else. So tune into Ujjayi breathing. And throughout the practice today, we'll have movements that are coordinated with breath and others where we hold. So arms alongside the body, press down, spread your toes. And you can open the arms out to the side and come all the way up. When you're up, I like to do Steeple Pose here. Interlace all your fingers except for the index fingers. Bring those up towards the ceiling and look up. So the body becomes taller and taller. And now take a breath in. And with a super slow exhale, hands back in prayer pose, knees bent, hinge from the hips, chest over thighs, hands down. You can use block underneath the hands if necessary. Inhale, take the hands in the front of your legs. Open your lungs and your heart forward. Exhale, hands to the outside of your feet, both legs back behind you in plank position. Plank position, hold one more breath. And a long inhale. And then knees down, tops the feet down, tailbone up. And we go into Ashtanga Pranam by bringing knees down, chest and chin. Now slide the whole body down. And let's come into our first back bend, Sphinx position. The elbows are underneath the shoulder, shoulder width apart. Legs are firm as we reach with the toes back behind you. If your back is compromised in any way, stay here. If not, press with your hands and lift just a little higher. So you're kind of gluing the base of your pubic bone and the thighs down to the floor. And then return down. Bring your right hand on the side of your chest, forehead down, left hand on the left side of your chest. Curl the toes under, push up on all fours, reach back with the hips, push up, down dog. We're going to hold that for 2 or 3 more breaths. And as you hold with the breath, you can just bring one heel down to the floor and another. That's a really nice, gentle way to stretch the back of your legs. And now look between your hands. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring your right foot and your left foot forward. Good. And bow down. Inhale, take the hands in the front of the legs and Ardha Uttanasana, you have forward fold. As you exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, fold, all the way down. Either take your thumbs in the crease of the hips if that helps you, or hands in prayer pose. Inhale, coming all the way up, an upward salute. Exhale, hands come together in the front of your chest. Coming back in Samastihi. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Upward salute, looking up. Hands in Namaskar, fold Uttanasana. Non-aggressive forward fold, just completely relax. Inhale, hands in the front of the legs. Exhale, take the hands to the outside of the feet, fingers and toes in line. Right leg back behind you, knee down, top of the foot down. Bring both hands on your left knee. Now, if you have knee issues, stay upright in this position where knee, hip, and shoulder are in line. And then the rest of you, we can sink a little deeper the hips down. Now, squeeze the hips in towards center. Good. Take the arms all the way back behind you and up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bring the arms all the way back behind you. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, take the hands to the floor. Good. Take your left leg back behind you, plank position. Long inhale. Exhale, Ashtanga Pranam, knees down, tailbone up, firm core, lower down to the floor. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, push up, down dog. Down dog, inhale, right leg back. Exhale, slip your foot between your hands, bring your back heel down to the floor. Take both hands on your front right knee and bring yourself into an upright position. Place your hands on your hips. Press down with your back heel, outer heel onto the floor, and ensure that your kneecap is above your ankle and in line with the second and third toe from the big toe. Either stay here in this position or take the arms behind you and lift them all the way up. 2 breaths. On your third out breath, bring both hands back on your knee. Take your chest down, take your hands down to the floor, and bring your leg back in plank position. Plank position, push up and downward facing dog. Right leg back behind you, inhale. Exhale, slip your foot between your hands and bring your back foot to meet your front leg. Bow down. Inhale, hands in the front of the legs, open chest. Opening your heart and lungs forward. Exhale, forward fold. And as we return back up, either take the thumbs in the crease of the hips, so hands in Namaskar, and come up, upward salute. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Exhale, hands come back over the chest. Arms alongside the body. Inhale, bring the arms up, reach up, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands in the front of the legs, coming up halfway. Exhale, hands to the outside of your feet, left leg back, knee down, top of the foot down. Bring both hands on your knee, and again on this side, either be completely upright or you can sink the hips down. Take the arms back behind you. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, take the arms back behind you. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, take the hands to the floor. Curl your toes under the left foot. Bring the right leg to meet the left. Plank position. We're going to hold plank position for 3 breaths. So toes down, heels back, firm the front of your legs. Press firmly with the hands to the floor. On the next exhalation, Ashtanga Pranam, being knees down, top the feet down, tilt the tailbone. Exhale, chest down to the floor. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, hips back, open up, downward dog. Downward dog, take your left leg back, inhale. Exhale, slip your foot between your hands, bring your back heel down to the floor, breathe normally, bring both hands on your left knee, come upright, warrior 1. Press with the outer heel into the floor. As you bend the front knee, again, kneecap above the ankle in line with second and third toe. Hands can be kept on the hips or take the arms behind you and take the arms all the way up above your head. Inhale, and as you exhale, take your hands back on your knee. That may help some of you, or you can go directly from here all the way to the floor. Good. Take your leg back. Inhale. Exhale, knees down, toes back, chest chin down to the floor. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg back, inhale. Exhale, slip your foot between your hands and bring the back foot to meet the front leg. Bow down. Inhale, hands in the front of the legs. Open the front body. Exhale, forward fold. Again, either hands in prayer pose or thumbs in the crease of the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in prayer pose over your chest. Bringing the arms all the way back down alongside the body. Eagle pose. In eagle pose, we intertwine the arms, which we did in the beginning. And we're going to pair this with intertwining the legs, which can be a little difficult for people. So if you have yoga blocks or books, you can place them on the floor on the outside of your feet, and that may help you. So that when you are into the eagle, you can place your foot on the block like this. Okay, so there's different position for the legs depending on flexibility and all kinds of other factors, where we bring the leg and cross it over, it goes on a block, or the top of the foot goes behind your calf muscle of the opposite leg, or you can hook it all the way around if your body will allow you to do that. So the best way to practice that actually is to sit on the chair. So if you sit on the chair, then you can start to work with hooking that your toes around. All right. So let's start. We're going to start placing the hands on the hips. Spread your toes. Feel the feet firm on the earth. Bend the knees. Good. And keeping the knees bent, bring the arms in front of you with the palms up. Take the palms towards you. And we're going to start by bringing the left elbow over the right and intertwining the arms. Then from here, bringing all your body weight onto your left foot. The knee is bent. And now just swing that right leg and wrap it around. Good. Or you can wrap it around, you can have it on the block, whatever works. And from here, lengthen your spine nice and tall. Sink the hips down a little bit more. Breathe Breathing softly in and out of your nose. To come out of eagle, we fly. So open the arms, open the leg, and then coming back to center. Good. Bring the arms alongside the body. So one nice focal point for the eyes when we're in eagle is to look at the thumb that's closer to you. Okay. So let's practice the opposite side. Bend the knees, place the hands on the hips. Take the arms in front of you, bend the elbows. Now we go to right elbow over left. Knees bent, spine tall. Bring all your body weight onto your right foot. Squeeze the hips to center. And now just wrap gently your left leg over your right. So thumb to forehead between your eyebrows. Breath steady. For the return, we fly out. Good. Bringing the arms back down alongside the body. Soften the knees and rest into your eagle. Eagle demands a lot of concentration and present moment awareness. A great pose to develop our faculty of focus and concentration. And now go ahead and lie down on your back and have your blocks close by. And have your yoga strap close by. So I find the next series of movement that we'll be doing on the floor pretty invaluable for those of you who sit at a desk for most of your day. Okay. It just opens the whole front of the body, which creates a domino effect in the body of opening the chest for deeper breathing and just kind of liberating the center of your heart and opening the belly, the pelvis, decongesting the pelvis. So let's lie down. And as we lie down, we'll start in a supportive bridge. So you'll place your block either on this side, which is flat, or this side, which is side 2. Okay, so one of the two. So for a lot of people, starting on the flat side, just to kind of adjust the body, and then you can flip it. So this is underneath your sacrum. It is not underneath the lower back, the lumbar region. Good. And from here, if that's possible, roll your right shoulder down and under and the left, and see if your fingertips can touch the heels of your feet. So if you have long arms, you can actually maybe be able to grab a hold of your ankles. It's not mandatory. You can squeeze your fingers around your heels. So feeling the opening in the front of the body. So being aware of the flaring out of your ribs on the inhale and their contraction towards each other with the exhale. Good. And now release the hands away from your heels, a little bit more out to the side, and take your right leg up towards the ceiling and bring it up. Press down with the outside of your shoulders and arms. Good. And optional is stretch your left leg out in front of you so that the heel of your foot is the same height from the floor as the height of the block. It's going to make your core work a little bit. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your left knee, place your foot on the floor, and release your right foot down and take the left one up. Press to the base of your toes towards the ceiling. And again, optional is to stretch the right leg in front of you so that your heel is at the same height as the block underneath your hips. It's not an exact science because for most people, you probably can't see your foot. Soft breath in, soft breath out. And now bringing your right foot back down to the floor and the left. Good. Now, just for a moment, remove the block underneath your hips and grasp a hold of your strap. Have your strap in a loop and place the loop of your strap a little higher than your calf muscles. Like this. When you're done, come back down to the floor. Place your block on its lower side, on its lowest side, and place it underneath the hips. Good. Those of you who have any kind of back tenderness or issues, you may want to just go ahead and keep your knees bent. If not, you can stretch your legs in front of you, and there's another option also, is to take your block on the other block on side 2 and place it underneath the ankles of your feet. This is a position that works well for a lot of people that may have a little tenderness in the back or a lot of congestion in the belly. Okay. Or you can have the heels of your feet to the floor, your legs extended. Now for the arms, we bring both arms up to the ceiling, we bend the elbows, and we stack the hands on top of each other, flat. Then we roll them back behind us on the floor. And just relax. Follow the pathway of your breath in the front body. Two more breaths. So during your personal practice, you can stay longer. But for now, let's take the arms and return them back to alongside the body. Bend the knees, feet down. Remove the block from underneath the hips. Lift the legs and take the strap and remove it. Bring both knees in your chest. Rock a little from side to side. So today we're going to finish with Shavasana. We have about 5 minutes, and I want to give you a choice. You can do Shavasana on your back as we usually do, or on your belly. So if you'd like to do your belly position, I think most of you are familiar with the back. You might roll something, a blanket or a cushion underneath your knees and the back of your head for support. And if you want to be on your belly, you will fold your blankets like this in a rectangle. Or you can have a cushion to place underneath your forehead because you'll be on your belly. Good. You do not need an extra blanket, but if you happen to have it and you'd like to fold it again into a rectangle, that can go underneath the hips. This is a nice position. It's a sort of modified crocodile pose. It helps to release a little tension in the belly. And solar plexus encourages diaphragmatic breathing. So it kind of looks like this. And you'll need to rearrange these props for your maximum comfort. So the arms can be above like this, or they can be like this alongside the body. So go ahead and find your bliss. And take a breath in now to the top of your lungs. Exhale the breath in a long, long, long stream. And let go for the moment of something that may have been in your head all morning or all afternoon, depending on when you're watching this practice. So if it's something you've been carrying with you that has been a bit of a burden on your mind, and then close that gently into the center of your heart. Moving away from aggression and aversion toward the feeling or the emotion, and keeping it in softness and kindness in the center of our heart. And feel the breath massaging your heart. Expansion, contraction with both heart and breath. And as you continue to be aware of your breath, you may find that the thought or emotion starts to fade away a little bit. Maybe it takes a different shape or form. And perhaps it starts to leave your body. Or it may be still present, but perhaps your relationship to it has changed. Breath and body more and more relaxed, which relaxes your mind, your mental body, your emotional body. Feeling more connected. And now, as we near the end of our practice and relaxation, be aware of something that was meaningful for you from class today. Something simple. Perhaps it brought a smile to your face, or it just felt good. And if you are on your back, just simply bring the knees up, feet on the floor, or roll over on your side. If you're in prone position on your belly, place the hands on each side of your chest. Curl the toes underneath. Come up on all fours and back up to seated position for everyone. Welcome back. And again, assume a seated position that is comfortable, but where your back again feels strong and supportive. Front of the body is soft. The arms open out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, hands together, thumbs to heart. First, bow down to yourself. Honor you, your path, your journey, your work. And then we spend a moment honoring all the people that have joined us today in this class. Shanti. Peace.